record. Again. Okay, there we go. Alright, I've got the record function up. And now I will... Boom. Bada bing. Bada boom. Wait, no, I need that. Okay, don't need that. I don't need that either. I should probably use control panel. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now, I guess we'll start. Yeah, I guess we'll start.
It's pretty roomy over here. A lot of leg room.
Yeah, I know, you have a lot of space for yourself. It's gotta be great. Probably. Hopefully. Let's see.
I claim this place as my nest.
I don't think you should leave a nest there, to be honest, but, you know.
Who else is gonna come on by? I mean, it's my house now.
Wait, where the heck? Wait, what the heck?
What
Huh?
the heck? Huh?
Wait. Oh, is it? No. What did I do with it? My recording source for the game is just completely missing for some reason. So yeah, give me a second. I'm just gonna...
I remember OBS breaking on me one time and just like completely deleting all my sources.
Oh dear. Oh, this works. Wait, what the fuck did I... Oh, I am smart.
Oh?
Oh, I put every single one of my stream sources into a scene, and I'm using a scene source.
Oh!
Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Let's go. I guess let's just dive in.
The Great Attorney of Aces Chronicles. Yes?
Yeah, The Adventure of the Runaway Room. Interesting.
Why is this room running?
You'll see.
Mind putting the source on my end so I can read?
The Runaway Room.
Glancing over my records at the late...
Oh, shit.
I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter.
No. Pause. Give me a sec. I will stream this to you. I forgot to do that.
Do you want to skip this? No!
No, I don't. Alright. There you go. This is gonna have, like, terrible frame rate for you, but... Unfortunately, that's kind of what I gotta do for my bitrate.
A murder in a carriage as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night. Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself. However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner.
Oh.
My friend, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, once said of the incident,
I believe that perhaps that case was indeed the prelude. The beginning of a long concerto that impressive Japanese student and I were to play together.
Oh, hey, that's us! Oh my gosh, that's us!
That's
Yeah.
us? We're here?
That's us! We're in the story.
Amazing. Is this really just A railway station?
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
And look at all the steam locomotives. This country is incredible.
Wow!
Oh my gosh. London looks nice. Probably. Right?
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure.
Wow.
I suppose you're visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes.
Thought so. Well then, I hope you enjoy your stay.
I'm excited for terrible British
And welcome
accents. Let's go.
To the centre of the world. Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
This place looks very big. Somehow.
Big. Big Britain.
And oh, hey, welcome to the clock tower. Now yes, the Great Britain Big Ben room thing.
The famed courtroom in Big Ben.
Oh dear. Ah,
Huh. What an incredible
Oh.
place.
oh, that was
Oh,
me.
is that me?
Sorry.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
I got really... I jumped the gun on it. I see her.
No,
and
it's
I'm
fine.
like, I gotta talk.
It's fine. It wasn't really obvious. What an incredible place.
It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating.
This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress.
There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they're all I'm getting back into the swing of this. Let me take a drink of water.
Take your time. And gotta drink plenty of water as well.
But they've only been built in a few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from.
It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just construction materials. What is this place again?
This is the Lord Chief Justice Office. Naruto-san. I'm just remembering all the names we are calling people. In the Supreme Court of Great Britain.
The Lord Chief Justice.
We had instructions to report here at this time if circumstances weren't different. We were supposed to let the Lord Justice know that we had arrived from Japan.
But Kazuma can't.
No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death.
Yes.
And having delivered his or hers message, an envoy's duty is done.
So, we'd have to return to Japan.
If we want to remain here in Great Britain.
I should probably close the windows. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. I have to take Kazuma's place as the last student selected for the study tour.
Yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer.
Which is what I've been studying for.
Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. So that's the second reason why we are here. To have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It is the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London.
I hope I'm up to scratch.
You gotta pass the bar.
Ah, good morning. Sorry for keeping you.
Oh,
I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan? It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies.
oh, no. Don't mention it. We're never happier than when we're standing around with nothing much to do.
How fortunate. So, introductions. I am Mel Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire.
Oh no, he's hot.
Daddy, sorry, Daddy. And I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, okay. Oh dear. Leo, Leo Whitefang, what are you doing here?
Oh no, is that the guilty gear
Oh, gosh.
behind you?
Holy oh my gosh, we found it. It's the Guilty Gear from Guilty Gear. Oh dear.
Come on, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't be a mouse.
Oh, it's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, from the Empire of Japan.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo. Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire.
I like to imagine he actually just like slapped a pillar and then a bunch of pigeons go flying.
Ah, yes, thank you. Converse, I guess. So, London.
So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London?
Oh, well, help! I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city.
Simply splendid. Isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh?
We had a wonderful view of some of London's streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say, I'm almost lost for words.
I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water, and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded.
Smile? Oh yes, astounded is the word.
Thanks for saving me there, Suzato-san.
And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor.
Wait, this is Great Britain we're talking about, right? I mean-
Yes, I know.
Well, now I know you're lying. Yes, that's true. There's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we will be hosting here in London.
I'm assuming it's an actual thing that happened, so that's cool. Great exhibition.
Cultural
Okay.
Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop.
Sorry, I just see the word gosh and it makes me laugh. Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be.
Yes, soon you will become British, and nothing
Daddy?
will be able to
Sorry.
stop us.
Daddy? Sorry. Daddy? Sorry.
This is how Great Britain conquers, not through military might, but through hotness.
Oh, God. They really. Oh, God.
Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world.
Even if you do say so yourself.
The sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun.
Yeah, speaking of that, Lord Chief Justice, I think you were expecting a student of law for this study tour, weren't you?
Absolutely. A Mr. Kazuma Asogi, if my memory serves.
That's right.
The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on this situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the pristine ship bound for our shores.
That's amazing. News reached him before we even arrived.
My country, naturally, extends its deepest condolences to yours.
Oh, thank you.
And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news?
Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person.
They tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means this study tour arrangement can no longer proceed.
If you would just hear us out, Lord Strongheart.
What do you have to say, madam?
It is about the study tour.
We really love to study, so please let us study, please.
Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal.
Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh shit, that's me. Oh, I forgot. Oh dear. This game looks so
I can see that you and your friends were sharing a deep bond with each other. I've got my eye on you.
This is it then. The moment of truth. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you could consider allowing the study tour to go ahead.
Don't misunderstand me. Britain Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead, but without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done.
Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean.
Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country, and that was Mr. Asogi. At least, that is what I've been led to understand.
Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man.
Mr. Naruhodo,
I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I going to say? If there's someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's... I could make it mess up here. Hold on. I'm gonna save real quick. I wanna see. I'm kind of, I'm really curious. I wanna see. Oh I forgot that.
Put it
Oh,
this
no.
deal.
I can't speak to him. He's way too hot. But he's looking at me with such contempt. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
Oh no.
It's you, Mrs. Sato. It can probably only be... Yes, Mrs. Sato!
An unusual introduction, but I presume you mean this charming lady besides you. You're a lawyer, are you?
That look she's giving me. After all the days of hard work she put in to help me study. Can't let her down now. I think that's quite enough joking. Don't you, Lord Strongheart? My real answer is... It's me. I can do it.
Is that so?
I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but...
No qualifications, you say? And yet you still claim to be a lawyer.
I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. I had Kazuma to help me, and I was the accused, but glossing over the details. I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board in the SS Borea.
The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training.
I realize it's far too short a period of time, but I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Asugi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on this study tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to do.
Hmm?
I know it must sound like I have an overly inflated opinion of myself, but I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Just one chance, that's all I'm asking for. Please!
31 seconds.
Sorry?
Your opening statement there, Mr. Nahodo. It was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer.
Oh, thanks.
So, you're willing to put those words to a trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment.
Huh?
But let me ask you one thing first, sir.
Yes?
You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asogi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path?
Well, yes. That's my intention.
I see.
Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there all of a sudden?
Very well. You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you.
Really? Yay, test. Oh,
I'm the test.
yay, we're gonna get a pop quiz. I guess, I don't know. So what form will the test take exactly? Is it gonna be a written exam? Some multiple choice questions? Ooh. I can do essays really well.
He's like put on this maid outfit.
It's very simple. Put on this collar. Tell me, Mr. Naruto. What do you consider the role of a lawyer to be?
Well, defending people, of course.
Well said. So, let's have you defend someone.
Huh?
Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this will be welcome news.
Today?
Straight away.
If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. What could be simpler?
How do I get myself into these situations?
Well, could I ask, what sort of trial is it, Lord Strongheart?
Yes, good question. Ah, I remember. It's a murder trial. Is there any other kind in Ace Attorney?
A murder?
An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose.
That's easy to say.
But I should mention, just in case, if the defendant is found guilty, he will, of course, be sentenced to capital punishment.
Capital punishment?
He'll be put to death. Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows, without exception. Presumably, you read that much in your short C-based introduction to British law.
We can't possibly agree to such a test. We would be toying with a man's life.
I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it's acceptable.
But you can't do that, can you?
There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose.
So the defendant may live or die, depending on how well I perform in court. If I lose, he'll be hanged.
Mr. Naruto, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer.
It's the pillar again, and then all these pigeons just go flying. Who's gonna? Aren't there like chimney sweeps or something? Could be just whacking some pigeons with like a broom.
Can someone please get rid of all these pigeons in this clock tower? We can barely hear ourselves think here. If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen.
He's testing my resolve.
What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I'm sorry, but time is pressing. Time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be?
What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? Well, there's really only one option here, to be honest, so...
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that for every single choice like that, but...
I can't wait to watch this trial go down. Let's go.
Alright then. If I have to give you a decision now, my answer is... I can't do it! I can't get the words out!
15 seconds. Your decision-making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow.
Huh?
So, it's as I suspect, is it?
Sorry?
You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Go and acquire your tickets for passage back to the East tomorrow. This conversation is over.
Yes. Lord, Strongheart. Thank you for offering me a chance.
Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm sorry, Miss Zato, but what could I do?
It's all right. I understand.
You do?
It's not an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in this circumstance. But resolve has absolutely nothing to do with it.
What are you trying to say, madam?
I think what Miss Susato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at a trial so trivially would be utterly unforgivable. And I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer may fight for his clients in court day after day, but for each one of those clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice.
Wait, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, was there something else?
It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here. If you leave immediately, you should still be there in time.
But I just said that...
I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him.
What?
At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense. And if that happens, there is only one possible outcome. You will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down.
But that's awful! That's... weird. Like, oh, you don't have a defense lawyer? Guilty.
It is Britain, though.
Yeah.
British.
But that is the truth.
Why does it have to be like this?
Beats me. I don't control the court systems. Oh, wait, yes, I do. Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold, hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you. really his only hope? So, what do you say now, madam?
Me? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart?
You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances. And I agree, but in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve.
Oh.
Our time is up there. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves.
He is gone.
The Old Bailey.
If we're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo, we must leave at once.
Alright, move. Time to move. There we go. Old Bailey. London's highest criminal court with an illustrious past. The Old Bailey. This is where I'm to take my test, prove my worthiness. There we go. I'm trying to... there we go. Sorry, my nose is getting clogged for, like, no reason. There we go. Oh, British.
British.
British guards. The Old Bailey, defendants, antechamber. Antechamber.
Oh, thank goodness. We're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins. I never knew a horse...
I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. Oh, you're good. I thought my
eyes
teeth...
were just... I was like dead set at looking in the very middle of everything to quickly read, and then I was like, I'm not gonna read the names.
I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to rattle loose.
Did you hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? Get us to our destination in 5 minutes, driver. And there's a guinea in it for you. It's one of my favorite lines from Herlock Sholmes' stories, and it worked quite perfectly.
I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die, and we had to pay gold for the privilege.
Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started.
Yes, I suppose there's that.
Anyways, I don't understand it. The court clerk said the defendant should be here. But there's no sign of him at all.
So, this is the Old Bailey. Even this room for defendants to wait in is grand.
Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo?
I'm feeling tense, that's all. This space gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. An oppressive air, almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever is about to be sentenced. It feels like only yesterday that I was the one able to be about to be crushed. Let's see, the game should have ended when you freeze. To be honest, that way you get back really cheap. Well, that time the lawyer didn't even meet the guy, much less look at his car. Yeah, literally we learned about this thing, like 5 minutes ago. So there has been literally no time.
Yes. Whoever this man you're defending is, I imagine he is feeling very alone at this moment. Oh God! What?
Do you want me? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I use fire
I mean, I can do it. Oh God! I can't. How do you do this voice? Oh God! It's like, God, I need to see them if I'm gonna do this voice. All I see is top of the morning to you, madam. Just like they're a tiny mouse. Good morning to you, madam. Sir?
I don't actually that could fit. Who knows?
Who knows?
We'll
I
see.
want to see this.
Okay,
We'll
you're gonna see. Yeah. Are you okay?
Do I keep up this voice?
Go with your heart. Go with what your heart decides to tell you.
I can't. I'm sorry. I need a moment. I need a moment to collect myself with some water. Fine. How can I do this?
What do you want?
What are you doing following me here? Tins are fair oh God. Desperate, are they?
Sorry?
Would you look at those expressionless faces? From the east, are you?
We're from Japan, yes.
Oh, Japan, is it? Right, say no more. So, how much yous need?
No, we're just here because...
No need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name, and all while a stranger far away land. Oh, all away in a strange far away land. Yes.
Well, actually, we haven't found a place to stay yet, no.
Tis grand, tis grand. Let me stop by giving you 1,000 guineas. Say nothing now. 1,000 guineas?
Please, Mr. Sato, you don't have to shout. You don't have to shout.
But 1,000 guineas is enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo.
What?
It's nothing to me at all. I'd like to ensure I have a sufficient funds to weather a rainy day, you see. I have enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over.
Could that much rain even fall in one day? Well, even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money. Ah! That hit me in the eye!
Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving it ya. No strings attached. I'll be wanting you to do something for me.
Oh?
To be honest, 'tis a little embarrassing. The trial's about to begin, you see. Is it for me good self here? I'll be in the dock.
Oh.
So now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'd be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now.
Oh, well, the thing is...
Don't worry, Ting. All you have to do is just stand up there next to me, nothing more. Otherwise, you see, the trial's gonna start without me having any kind of representation at all.
So it was true. Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it all up.
I'm terribly sorry to ask, but... Does that mean you're the defendant in this trial? Blustering blazes! Did yous not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest names.
No. No, sorry, we've only just arrived in the city, you see.
I see. I suppose that it isn't altogether impossible. Well, just next to Hyde Park, there's the centre of London, is another beautiful park.
Sorry? A park? What?
It's called McGilded Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and seeing birds and whatnot. I donated it to the city, so I did. An entire park in central London? A city of smiles. That's my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for the city, and it's
Where, I guess?
Doing this voice is a little odd, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, take your time. You're doing good so far.
Queer?
Queer,
Queer
I
old
guess?
I guess. It's queer old people.
That's... amazing. I mean, really extraordinary.
Oh, but... Now they've gone to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. What's the matter with the London police, I ask you?
Alright, don't pass out.
Mr. Naruhodo, perhaps would be a good time to introduce ourselves. The gentleman catches his breath.
Good idea.
Laying on the floor where he's like, Oh, speaking of which,
Mr. McGilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students on a study tour from Japan, you see? Oh, that's you. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands, we do our best.
What? Like, what I have to say, you daft idiot. I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I?
No, yes, but I wasn't really referring to just stand up there next to you.
Oh. I think I see what's going on here.
Sorry?
I know what you're thinking. This Chancellor of Fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if it's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyers in all of England? Because he did it. That's the only explanation. Well.
Well. I mean, it is true that it's weird that he can't find any defense. Considering the money, but like... I don't know, maybe there's something more?
Unless it's Big England.
Not at all. Although, it is a little strange, to be honest. Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean.
That would be the fault of the Reaper.
Sorry? Did he just say Reaper?
Aye, the Grim Reaper of Bailey. Lord Baruch von Zeitz. He's the prosecutor. The prosecutor? He's the Grim Reaper? Well, Van Zykes stands for the prosecution. They call the accused the sacrificial lambs.
Huh?
And to this day, in every single trial in which he's been prosecuted, the accused has been damned.
What?
So it's reached the desperate situation where there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. You could say he's a living legend of Old Bailey. Goodness. Lord Berg von Zykes. He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then. Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed.
Cursed? What on earth?
No. The defendant is summoned in this council. Please make your way into the courtroom. The trial is about to begin.
This council? That would be me.
Oh, it's Tom. Well then, fella, don't let me down.
Alright, let's see. So, in matters of court record, we have our armband. That is a very well-prepared case. Nice.
We are prepared. Just
But...
Zato over there in the corner. Oh, we are going to fail.
Mick fucking had it. Toxic. Oh my god. The biggest names getting for the lawyer.
I'm Mick Gilded and I've Mick fucking had it.
I don't know anything about the case. You haven't told me what happened.
Till you showed your face here. I'd made up me mind, so I had it.
Sorry?
I've decided I'd have to defend myself in there.
Huh? How would that have worked?
Well, then you made an appearance. A student of law, wouldn't you know? 'Tis no accident, I can assure you that. 'Tis fate. So don't get cold feet now, please.
I literally know nothing about the case or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't just turn my back on him.
Mr.
whoops.
Naruhodo. Just interrupts her. Too
The
stressed
man has
out.
no one. Oh, sorry. Susato-san, sorry. The man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yes. Something that Kazuma would never have allowed to happen. Counsel for the defense, what are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand. I'll be right there.
Not? Smile? This is gonna go so badly.
It's happening then. My first trial in the British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because I have no idea how I'm gonna manage this. Watch me fuck this up royally, Kazuma.
I'll fuck it up royally in your name.
God. There it is. The courtroom.
Well,
The Old
have
Bailey
made it.
courtroom. And before I go there, though, I do need to get myself some water because I forgot to get some before the stream started.
I really need to pee. I've been drinking water this entire time, and it's
Oh my
been
gosh.
so bad. I've gone through
Okay.
5 bottles. Oh my goodness.
BRB
Okay,
time
I'm
then.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run my way over. Oh.
And we are back. Wow!
Wow!
I just gotta send a little bit of a message to Tron because it seems Tron has yet to reply. I wonder what happened there. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Right. Anyways, back to this. We are introduced now to this place. So this is the highest court in Great Britain. The Old Bailey. The centuries of history in this place is palpable. Isn't it? It's so different from the Supreme Court in Japan.
Feels both imposing and serene all at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. Whatever the country determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair. May I say something, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, yes? What?
Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again.
I know, but I just can't help it. Okay, so who does who?
Who do you want to do who?
Do you want to handle the judge while I handle, Von Seeks? Okay. Like,
Oh god, how would I do a voice like this? Like, in
It
the
could be
name
cute.
of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session.
that's good.
We are here today to determine the guilt of an innocent or guilt or innocence of Mr. Magnus McGilded. I now call upon the counsel for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
The prosecution is fully prepared.
That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next poor victim to the underworld.
Counsel for the defense, you appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English?
Oh my god.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. But he asked if the defense was ready. I couldn't be further from ready if I tried.
Those eyes please me. Nipponese.
Oh, I kind of forgot the casual racism this guy had. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Victorian era London. Greatest place in the entire fucking world. Something like that. Anyways. Huh?
They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation.
Oh my god.
They run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb.
The cold shiver just ran down my spine all the way to the tips of my toes.
Now, Mr. McGilded,
Yes, me lord.
you stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Are you quite sure you want to entrust your defense to this foreigner?
As I've always said, my lord, 'tis a grand thing to give opportunities to the young. Even if the fellow's a student from a little island off in the Far East. It is not the British way to ignore the dangers of yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance. I would like to think that acts of that acts of chivalry do Great Britain's empire proud.
Are you okay?
Just doing this voice is so awkward because it's like it's nothing. It's just like I accumulated all the British, Irish, and Scottish stereotypes into one thing and made it New Zealand.
Honestly, you might be better than me because, like me, I would not even be able to tell you if I could actually succeed in like this sort of accent. I don't even know if he's supposed to be like Scottish or Irish or something. I'm guessing Irish, but
I'm
yeah.
guessing Irish with just, names and such.
Listen to McGilded, what a fine gentleman London hasn't been. Did you hear that he donated £5,000 to the government all day?
Mother, please may we go play in the McGilded part?
It seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. McGilded.
That's definitely welcome news. And he certainly has a way with words. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him.
Eloquently put, Mr. McGilded. The most...
God, how do you say that word? I dislike
Laudable?
it.
Laudable.
Laudable?
Laudable. Yeah.
A most laudable statement. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am sure I need hardly remind you that you 6 members of the public have been selected for your
Impartiality.
Impartiality. Are you ready to proceed?
Fuck. We didn't divide these characters ahead of time. We'll just have to, we'll just have to wing it.
Yes, my lord. If the task is to send rotters to the gallows where they belong, I'm more than ready.
That's you.
I'm trying to think of a place. At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish properly. Naturally, I agree.
Ha! Any criminal here would soon be wishing they never set eyes on me.
Oh god.
I'll take. I can tell him and the grandma, and you can take. Wait, no, I took. That's 4 characters. Shit. I guess you can take him. I'll take the grandma. And you'll get the woman who didn't speak a word later.
I feel a chill.
Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these mitts for my grandson.
Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, these people are...
The jury. Yes. That's something we don't have in Japan yet. And won't have for many years, apparently.
That's right. I've only ever read about it. But here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of these 6 jurors. The judge passes sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from two completely different points of view.
But how exactly do the jurors give their verdict?
That I don't know, but I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses.
Yes.
Prosecutor Von Zykes.
My lord.
It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you'd renounced your fame.
I'm known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity.
So, what brings you back? Is there some change of circumstances of which the court should be aware?
I leave that to your imagination, my lord.
So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback?
Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruhodo.
As you wished, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please.
Certainly, my lord. As your lordship is aware, this is a case of overwhelming simplicity.
We must be the only ones in here who aren't aware.
The incident took place in the late evening, 3 days past. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of building bricks known in the community as Thrice-Fired Mason.
Sorry? Thrice?
He was a very accomplished craftsman. The brick he fired were said to almost be indestructible.
The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service of on the streets of London at the time. A dagger had been thrust into the victim's abdomen. It is believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Here is the autopsy report from the investigating medical officer at Scotland Yard.
Thank you, counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence.
The autopsy report has been entered into the court record. The photograph of the crime scene has been entered into the court record.
And one further item of evidence.
Oh, check.
The prosecution wishes to submit these as well.
And these are... Good lord! Is that blood, counsel?
Yes, my lord. Seized by a policeman who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested.
What? Mr. McGillen's gloves had blood on them?
Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well.
The defendant's leather gloves have been entered into the court record. How did I get into this? Alright, let's check our only evidence so far. So, yeah, victim named Thrice-Fired Mason. That's literally the name in the thing. Okay, cool. Age 54, occupation brickmaker. Time and cause of death, 15th of February between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. Stabbed once in the abdomen with a knife whilst journeying in an omnibus. Died due to internal hemorrhaging resulting from the trauma. So he got stabbed and died from the blood loss. Gotcha. That's that for that. you look here, we got this, we got this.
That's not a knife time.
That's not a knife time indeed. Oh, magnifying glass. We can see more stuff. Looks like there was a button here, but now it's missing. We got a couple of things, but it's mostly that, I think. And the defendant's gloves. Oh, whoops. Can't find anything out of place. Sorry. I forgot I could do that, like, check for spots. So we got the blood spot. Mostly. This is definitely blood, isn't it? Not the most pleasant sight to be confronted with on your first day to London.
Well, nothing will come from grumbling now.
No. By the way, is Mr. McGilded right-handed?
Yes, I believe so. He was toying with a coin in his right hand a little earlier.
Good. It's always important in court case, as I've learned during our trip here, it's always important in our court cases to know left from right, because murderers never know their left from their right. Pity, if only he'd been left-handed.
I think the blood on either glove would be fairly incriminating, really.
Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can really check from this. So literally our only clue is the missing button from this guy's face. I'm backed into a corner before I've even started!
Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside his vehicle at the time.
Only 2?
Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other was the accused, Magnus McGilded.
Ooh!
Well, rather damning circumstances, to say the least. Defendant, what say you?
Well, of course, I have no recollection of such a thing.
Mr. McGilded!
To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening.
Omnibus? But yeah.
Omnibus.
Omnibus. Sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't break on me.
Omnibussing it down. Anyways, but whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and always succumb to it. Succumb.
It's
Something
succumb.
like so, oh dear.
Are you claiming to have been asleep?
'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Lotting it, such as that.
I
When
don't
open my
actually
eyes
know, I
again.
guess Lilton. Something like that. I don't know.
I'm butchering so many accents all at once right now. I'm sorry, but it's kind of funny that.
It is kind of funny. Yeah.
Anyways, when I opened my eyes again, twas a desperate sight before me. The man of a body. The body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before and make it light.
Well, he's not guilty. He's saying he's dead ass. Obviously.
Oh, yeah. Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fellow bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about my gloves now, was I? I reached out and gave the man a hand.
So the blood got onto the gloves then, after the man had been killed.
Unfortunately, that statement of the driver's is only the beginning. What? That's not all of it? There were multiple witnesses. The precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed.
Oh,
Order! Order! Order!
When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage. And there were witnesses to the crime. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused.
Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses first of all.
Your wish is my command. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in at once.
oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Oh my
Goodness.
god, there are even more characters.
Witnesses, your names and occupations, please.
Okay, so
got it.
we got this
You,
guy.
Okay, so you have this guy?
I guess.
Or do you want me to do this guy and then you can get the next one?
I think it would fit well for like the blonde guy, probably.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. It's it's just I feel like you would do well. You would do well with the more like peppy kind of characters, and he seemed like a peppy kind of sort. Unless you
Okay,
wanna-
fair.
My name is, well, everyone calls me Beppo. I drive an omnibus in the East End. Bruce Fairplay. I'm a banker in the city.
First? Is that how you...
First, yeah, lady first. That's the meme. That's the pun.
God, I'm trying to think of like a very peppy voice. My name is First, Lady First. I make hats for gents.
Let's begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, at a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witness to the aforementioned incident. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Quite right. Quite right.
Yes, sir. That's right, sir.
Very well, then. Let's proceed to the formal testimonies, please.
Your wish is my command. I bet he says that a lot. Yeah, he probably says that quite a bit.
Hey, yo.
Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw.
I'm gonna take a cup of Earl Grey.
That's gonna be £2.50.
Your wish is my command.
Gives exact change down to the penny.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh, I wonder if I can keep up with this guy's voice. Oh dear.
It was the last bus end of the evening, so I had few customers. I remember it well. The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then, out of the blue, the accused just reached over and plunged a knife right into his guts.
That's right. He stabbed him. I screamed. I did. Couldn't help it.
As soon as I heard your scream, I stopped my bus and And then I saw it too.
Unambiguous testimony, I'd say. I must say.
Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in the omnibus with their own eyes.
I'd like to ask a question, if I may.
Yes, counsel?
Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever.
Why not? Why not?
Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it?
As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes.
Well, in that case, how could those two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage. Oh no.
How?
Wait. I read the. Oh shit. Sorry. Oops. Hold on. Let me check the.
I dread that civilization in the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind your own. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses?
Huh?
Tell me, my Nipponese friend. Have you even traveled in an omnibus?
Well, no. We, only arrived in London this morning.
No matter. I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves. The actual scene of the crime, that is.
What do you mean?
The actual scene? How? A carriage is designed to be moved, after all. Presumably you understand that much.
Yes?
The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today. In this very building.
Here? What? The entire thing? The entire thing?
Bailiff! Bring forth the stricken omnibus!
All I'm thinking is, bailiff, fuck his pee-pee.
Bailiff, fuck him up.
So that's an omnibus. The omnibus. I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing.
As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers. 4 passengers seated inside the enclosed cabin, and another 4 on the rooftop deck above. Every Londoner knows that the best views of the city's architectures and sights are to be had from the top of an omnibus. We are Great Britain, we are great! And I should point out to your foreign guests.
I feel like my voice for Van Zeeks keeps like moving around all the time.
I feel like all the voices I do are just like moving around and I can't keep them. Oh my goodness.
We do have like a lot of characters to play with right now. But yeah. There are only 2 people on the bus. Where the hell are those people witnessing it from? Oh, shoot. I should have read your thing earlier. That's what's going on, actually, here.
That there is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view of the interior from the seats above.
Ah, a skylight. Oh!
The penny drops at last. I see. These 2 gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats on this omnibus when the murder took place. That is how they came to witness the grim incident. Through the skylight.
That makes perfect sense.
Well, counsel, this is a first. In all my years behind the bench, I've never experienced a crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom.
There are a number of important clues remaining in the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence. That is the prosecution's wish.
Not.
Very well. I see no reason why not. This omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence.
The omnibus has been entered into the court record. It is taking up a lot of space in it. Can't believe it, the entire crime scene entered as evidence?
Yes! Great Britain is simply extraordinary.
I could help myself a lot by giving that omnibus a thorough examination, seeing it is here. Alright, thorough examination time! Let's go! Woo! Ah! Whoops. Okay, so... we got the omnibus here. The Phoenix Wright omnibus. Huh, interesting. So... we got... a lot of outside, but we can't actually, like, see any of them. We can go inside or on the top of it, though. Where do we start? Where do you start?
The door? Always start with the door.
Alright, let's go in.
Well, let's open the door and go inside, shall we?
Scene of a murder. It's horrible. Oh.
Blade. There's blade.
A blade. A blade.
The button.
Button? Oh,
I don't know how important the button's gonna be, but I'm gonna be like, look for it.
That blood's that's soaked into the seat. The victims, obviously. Wait, is there a button in there? I don't remember.
Yes. And that seat would be clearly visible from the roof deck.
Would you really stab somebody in full view of the other passengers like that, I wonder?
Well, it was after dark. There was a lamp on in here, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside through the skylight.
Whichever way you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was a planned attack. Okay, so it doesn't seem like it was planned. We got the notice here. Is there a button anywhere? This is probably for the expo thing. Oh. This seat has a handle, it seems. Okay, there's a couple of things in there. This looks like all sorts of equipment that might be needed to keep the omnibus running.
Heating tubes, tools to repair the wheels, blankets, horseshoeing tools. So it's a storage compartment for the coachman to keep his things, it seems.
There doesn't seem to be any space for passengers to stow their luggage, that's for sure.
Well, I don't imagine it would be very convenient for that purpose anyway.
So there's a thing here, there's some stuff in there. You can close this back. I don't know if this is important, but I want to see this first. Ah! That's a poster for the Great Exhibition that's due to start 6 months from now. Oh, it's also the Great Exhibition. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower, the centerpiece of the whole exposition.
Oh, the Crystal Tower? I understand. It's under construction already, I believe. People all over London must be fizzing with excitement at the prospects of such a grand event.
Oh, that's literally it. I'm wondering if this is the same thing. Ah, that's supposed to... yeah, that's the same thing. Alright. I guess we could try to have a look at the skylight right here. It's quite a large skylight, isn't it?
Yes, quite large enough to afford a good view into the cabin from the roof deck.
And there doesn't appear to be a handle or catch of any description. So I suppose it can't be opened from inside the cabin at least. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's go check upstairs then.
Have you seen enough? Let's step back outside then.
I've seen enough. The wallpaper is blue and atrocious.
How about try the ladder?
Oh, yeah. I thought this was, oh, okay, this also helps. You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure.
Yes, there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly.
That's not good for us. Is there something about this place? No. The ladder? Okay, you can't select the ladder, unfortunately. I think that's pretty much everything, actually. For now, at the very least. Alright, let's keep going and see how this goes. Because it's here.
Let us continue with the proceedings then. Your cross-examination, counsel.
Pray don't expect this Nipponese stray to understand the intricacies of a British court's cross-examination rights.
Alright. First cross-examination in a British court. Focus, Ryunosuke. Focus.
Cross-examination.
Yes, I think it was sometime after 10, wasn't it? Oh, yes, sir. That was... Oh, yes, sir. That's right, sir. Yes. Ever so cold I was, sir. Freezing, in fact. And you had 4 passengers on board at the time. Is that correct? Yes, that's right, sir. Not at all traveling in the same parts of the bus, of course. No.
Okay, let me drink some water again. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I should drink some more, so...
Drink some water. If you're listening to this, drink some water.
Watering time, water time. We all need water.
And there's no place for the passengers when the incident took place. No one alighted, for example.
You're quite right with that, sir. No other passengers like that. No, none. So nobody fled the scene of the crime, then? I have to say, the boss insists on it running, he does. Every evening, that last bus of the day. Ugh. But I do wonder sometimes if it's altogether worthwhile. Yes, sorry to say. What do you mean by that? Well, what with it being so cold and everything, and only making 20 pence on the run, you see. Yes, I spent that much at the pub on the way home, just trying to warm up again. What was my voice for this guy? Hold on.
The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus.
Hold it! Next to each other? Okay. And you saw them through the skylight in the roof of the carriage.
That's right. When you sit up on the top deck, the window's right there at your feet.
There was a lamp on the inside. There was a lamp on inside, so I had a pretty good view. The 2 of them were wearing hats, and I couldn't exactly make out their faces. But there's not a shred of doubt in my mind that it was Mr. McGill. How can you be so sure?
Well, how can I put it politely? Mr. McGilded is a gentleman of rather small stature. I couldn't have mistaken him for anyone else. Let's not forget that when the vehicle came to a halt, the only people inside the enclosed cabin were the deceased Mr. Mason and Mr. McGill. There is no room for doubt here. I really wish there was. Then out of the blue, the accused... Blah, 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 blah.
What? Hold it! You actually saw the exact moment it happened?
Didn't I already testify to that? Or are fair dinkum, hard-working city bankers not considered trustworthy these days?
I see,
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. Oh, no. I didn't mean that. Capitalism is great, actually. This is no good. I've really got his back up. Perhaps you could just tell us what you saw in a little more detail, if that's...
My lord!
Oh, there it is.
Jury number 3. What is the meaning of this?
My mind's made up, my lord. Completely and utterly made up. Made up.
Made up about what?
I don't like this taking rich. Never have. They're always up to something other than what they should be. Every one of them. Every one of them. That little leprechaun of a man is no exception. Well, he can't fool me. He can't fool me. Boop. What? Alright. There's no point wasting time listening to any more of this. That's my opinion, no matter, anyway. Hold it! That is precisely what I was about to say. As the foreman of the jury, it is my duty to set a good example to my fellow jurors.
Oh dear. What is happening here?
Open this book. Let me see. Ah, yes. It seems that's how the members of the jury give their verdicts.
With fire?
Apparently, yes. Red for innocent, and or white for innocent, and black for guilty. As the 6 members of the jury make up their minds about the case, one by one, they each cast a ball of fire into the great scale of justice, as we saw a moment ago.
So these these enormous scales fall completely. So if those enormous scales fall completely to the black side, does that mean?
Let's do our very best to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Now I'm even more worried than I was before.
Very well. The court acknowledges the change in the jury's stance. Counsel of the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
This is a nightmare.
That's right. He stabbed it.
Why hold it? He stabbed him, you say? And you were sitting up on the roof deck, were you?
Yes, that's right, sir. I was up in the roof seats. I remember seeing the little gent sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. I'd been thinking about a new hut design, you see, so I was just gazing absent-mindedly around. But then, I happened to look down through the skylight. It was sickening right out from it was sticking right out from his belly. That huge, great knife.
A grim sight indeed.
Aha! That didn't help me at all. The jury looks like they're even more convinced my client did it rather than they were before.
That appears to have everyone even more dubious. dubious that Mr. McGilded is telling the truth. If only we had some evidence to counter their suspicions.
Mr. First.
Oh, yes, sir.
Is this the knife you saw?
Oh, goodness grief. Yes, that's it. The very one, sir.
Is that? Yes, Counsel. This is the blade that was driven into the victim's belly like a stake through the heart.
That is a blade of considerable size, Counsel.
It is. And furthermore, the scabbard is emblazoned prominently with a certain initial. The letter M, which seems oddly familiar. Please, no. M, for Magnus, perhaps, or McGilded, possibly. Take your pick. It seems this particular big name in London made a magnificent mistake. Objection! But there are M's everywhere. Yes, like in Mason. Objection! This blade is far too extravagant for a poor brickmaker to have owned. No, this weapon of murder almost certainly belongs to the accused. No, logic, my only weakness in this game.
Not conclusive, but certainly compelling, Counsel.
The murder weapon has been entered into the court record. Oh.
My lord, if you'll forgive the interruption.
Juror number 2. Go on.
Mr. McGilded is a pillar of society and a gentleman's word should be sacrosanct.
Oh, you got it. Sacrosanct.
Sacrosanct.
Something like
Sacrosanct. Should be sacrosanct. However, those of us in service, we know we must accept the hard truths.
Wait! What are you about to do?
Dispose of the rubbish.
Poof.
Yeah!
That is not good. No.
I don't wish to cause offense, but I do like to eradicate all traces of filth and grime.
Oh, that's you.
Give me a second, I am find a voice that would fit. I will drink some water and give me 1 second.
Take your time.
I have painstakingly typed every word uttered here today and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, I am now in the position to draw the only logical conclusion.
Oh. Not again.
That's 4 out of the 6 jury members who proposed a guilty verdict. There are only 2 left.
You've had it. Every time I press these witnesses for more information, I just make the situation worse.
Nevertheless, what we need more than anything at the moment is more information. We're still very much in the dark.
I suppose I'll just have to keep pressing the witnesses, knowing that more sparks may well fly.
We mustn't give up hope. That will uncover something that will give us a way to fight back.
Speaking of which, I should probably check out this knife. Oh, there it is.
Exquisite.
SCM. ornate letter M. Undeniably, Mr. Magnus McGill Undeniably, Mr. Magnus McGilded's initial. Oh, that's you.
You've got... Maybe if we turn it upside down, it could be W for Wumbo. And it's beautifully gilded, too. It must be very valuable, I should think.
Ah,
What is it?
look at this M. If you turn it upside down, it becomes a W. This could change everything. It means Wumbo now. This is canon.
A W?
Yes, this is one of those, you know, turnabout cases. I'm sure of it. Turnabout Courtroom. That's the name of the game.
I'm afraid I don't know at all, but I am sure of it. Is that it is an M.
Oh. Well, that idea was quickly crushed.
No
Aw,
Wumbo.
no Wumbo. Can we, like, remove it?
That part is the sheath, isn't it? Are you all right, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, sorry, yes, I just don't really like blades.
Oh,
Carries a sword around.
those don't seem like the words of a man with a large katana slung from his waist.
That's not a blade, that's Kazuma's soul. Anyway, there's no sense in delaying it. Let's see what the blade looks like. Oh! Blood. That looks a lot like blood.
It surely is blood. The victims.
An Englishman's blood looks a lot like a Japanese man's blood.
Did you think it wouldn't?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, it's just that we've only just arrived here in Great Britain. Finding it a little hard to adjust. I thought they would have, you know, blue blood. I keep hearing this. I keep hearing this, these people talk about, like, the royal family having blue blood, and I kind of wanted to see. Not that I would ever stab a royal at all, or anything like that. No, I didn't have any of those ideas at all. Anyways, let's go back.
Yes, we should probably
yeah,
check
yeah.
the front.
Yeah, yes, sure. Right now, yes.
Yes, I do understand.
Yes, glad you agree. Okay, I think that's pretty much most of what
I guess you can
pick up
check
from
the
that
front.
bridge.
I thought, okay.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not really that different, it seems.
My hopes and dreams. No W for Wumbo.
But... Alright, I'll keep trying. Can't give up. Just need to keep calm and listen to the witnesses' statements again. What exactly did you see? Oh, well, sir, that will be the passenger, sir. Yes, collapse on the floor he was. And by the passenger, obviously you are referring to the victim, Mr. Mason Brickbake. And then the other passenger that had a knife in his hands, like this! By the other passenger, obviously you are referring to the accused, Mr. Magnus McGill. And then he plunged it down like this, stabbing the other passengers in the belly. What? Oh, it's you.
Is it me?
My
Yeah.
lord, I wish to speak. Yes, juror number 5. Do I take it that you too, as a master London gilded the London Guild of Coachmen. The idea of a murder being committed in one of the city's carriages is utterly abhorrent to me. It wouldn't be right to make a decision before hearing all the facts, though, I said to myself. But I've heard enough now. The horse was bolted, as they say.
No, please, just keep an open mind a little longer.
G up?
Yep, now,
G.
I guess.
Yep, now, Silver Blaze. The finish is in sight.
It!
Ah! Flames!
Beepo is a long-standing member of the guild, and I trust what the man says.
Oh, thank you, sir. You're too kind, sir. This is too unkind, sir.
Which now means that 5 juror agrees to condemn this man. Madam Juror number 6.
Yes, dear? What can I do for you?
You have heard the testimonies of the witnesses in the stand.
Oh, yes, I certainly have. Still got my hearing, you know.
Then pray tell, why are you yet to pronounce your leaning?
Well, dear, the thing is, I'm a creature of habit, me. I always go to the park out around this time of day and sit on a nice bench and get on with my knitting. There's a lovely little park just near where I live. McGilded Park, it's called.
Huh.
The gentleman donated it to the city, you know? To put a smile on Londoner's face, he said. I can't imagine such a fine young gentleman who would have it in him to take another man's life.
He's always doing wonderful things for the city. That's right. A man like that wouldn't stab someone, surely. Mother, may we go to the McGilded Public Library later and borrow some more books?
How many Londoners live with their heads in the clouds? Do you people not know what kind of a man Magnus McGilded really is?
What kind of a man is he? What kind of a man is he?
The philanthropist Magnus McGilded has enough wealth to purchase the entire city he claims to value so highly. But where did all that wealth come from? Your client is a Shylock, sir, and one with the very darkest of soul.
What?
Stone the crows!
McGilded lends money at an extortionate rate of interest, so his victims have no hope of repaying him. When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He is a vulture that preys on the weak.
I've never heard any mention of that before.
Your faculties haven't deserted you, I'm sure, madam. So has this thought not crossed your mind? Would a man wealthy enough to buy London in its entirety not have a carriage of his own?
Huh?
What possible reason could this man have had to make use of a public omnibus service?
You're not saying that...
The victim, the poor brickmaker, had next to nothing to his name save considerable financial liability. It will come as no surprise that his creditor was the accused, Magnus McGilded. But let it also be known that the very day Mr. Mason was killed was the final repayment date for his debts.
Good gracious.
The brickmaker was destitute. He had lost his house. He had not a shilling with which to repay his debt. And in the end, this pitiful soul had the very last thing he owned taken from him. His life. By the merciless philanthropist pretender, Magnus McGilded. don't believe it.
Hold it!
If I might add something briefly,
Mrs. Atta, sister.
you've claimed that the victim had been lent money by Mr. McGillen. But where's the evidence to support your claim?
Oh. Casually pours himself a glass wine. Alcohol.
Pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice in the court of law.
There it is. Lord Van Zyke's hollowed chalice.
Holy shit, he's doing the thing!
How can this be considered acceptable? But I find myself in unexpectedly good humor. I had heard ladies from the Far East could show great courage, but I didn't expect to experience it myself.
Oh my god.
Huh? As a judicial assistant to the defense, I am simply doing my job.
What a pity that your display of courage is in vain. This is the debtor's ledger, which details all monies loaned by the accused.
He has so much evidence on everything. Holy crap.
Yeah.
My sources are made it the fuck up! You will find the victim's name clearly recorded inside.
Oh.
Well, Suzato-san, I think we're royally fucked.
Yes.
Allow me to present this ledger as evidence. And pray forgive the discourtesy of raising my chalice in a toast to the enigmatic East at the same time.
A marvelous toast, Counsel. I will gladly accept this new evidence.
What a fanboy. The debtor's ledger had been entered into the court record.
Oh yes, 20 guineas. The victim owed a considerable sum.
Let me check. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, 20
Bum, bum,
guineas.
bum, bum.
This portfolio must contain all sorts of secrets of London's gentry.
Oh dear. Do you really think we ought to look inside?
Well, it's not as though we know any of London's gentry personally, is it? Apart from our great detective friend, perhaps. Actually, I wonder.
I assure you we will not find Mr. Slams. Trying to think of his name. Schleems.
Beans.
Mr. Shlom's name
Mr.
inside.
Bean's name inside.
Can
Perlock
find
Sholmes
Mr.
played. Oh my god, Perlock Sholmes played by. Shoot, what's his name again? The guy who
Mr.
plays
Bean?
Mr. Bean.
Oh god, what's his name? Actually. Huh.
Huh. Oh my gosh, but that guy. Well, let's see what we find. Click. Oh. Wow, that's a lot of words that I can definitely read. That is not what I wanted to do. Shoot, I just wanted to see the back. There we go. There we go. Woo. That's your line.
Oh. Gosh, it's crammed full of gentlemen's names, isn't it?
Well, I suppose they're probably not all gentlemen at all. They're probably not all gentlemen at all, are they? After all, not everyone in this country is well off.
Oh, goodness.
What is it?
Look at this. Do you see the name here?
Bruce Fairplay. Should that mean something to me? It does sound strangely familiar, actually.
Bruce Fairplay, the witnesses testifying are at this very moment.
Oh, yes, of course, the banker. Why is his name in here? Ah, he borrowed 20 guineas, didn't he? Look, the repayment date is fast approaching.
It's possible that
Oh,
this is just coincidence, of course, but this could be very useful information.
the details of the debtor's ledger have been updated in the court record. Alright, this sounds like very good information. And the victim owed about 20 guineas as well. and the accused made quite certain he had ample recompense.
Well, it would seem I've had the wool pulled over my eyes.
Oh shit, Grandma! Rowan Atkinson. Oh, Rowan Atkinson. Yeah, that's the name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Regrettably, madam, that is the modus operandi for the accused.
And it's such a pretty little park, too. What a scoundrel. Still, maybe it's all for the best.
Wait a minute. Let's think about this a little more before.
I don't stand for nonsense. Ah!
What? Explosion. Was it? The last juror's decision.
According to the Encyclopedia of British Law, when all the members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, the court proceedings are suspended, and the preceding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. That's what it says here.
The final verdict. It's over, then.
Oh! There's a footnote, though.
A footnote?
However, the defense...
All 6 members of the jury are now in agreement in this case.
Well, the case is over. It's gone. They're gone. It's all gone.
Allow me to convey my respect for your swift and righteous decision.
According to the laws of this country, I will now conclude the trial. By delivering my final verdict, I trust there are no objections.
Mrs. Sato, just tell me one thing.
Oh, yes.
You were in the middle of saying something before. A footnote in your encyclopedia of British law. However, the defense... What did it say next?
Oh, yes, of course. One moment. When all the members of the jury have concluded that the defense is guilty, court proceedings are suspended and the preceding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. Then the footnote says, however, the defense has the right to demand a summation examination of the jurors at this point.
Yeah. Summation examination, yeah. Summation examination?
Objection!
A summation examination? From which century has that tome you have been resurrected?
Oh.
Judging from the binding, I would say that book is at least 50 years old. Any modern text on British law wouldn't even give such an antiquated procedure a mention. It's a relic, long forgotten and certainly no longer practiced. So you're out of luck.
Oh.
What even is it, Miss Sato? The so-called summation examination?
Oh, one moment. I'll read about it.
You would demand the right to a procedure before you even understand what it entails. Typical Nipponese.
Oh
Oh
dear.
my goodness. All right, Mr. Naruhodo. I think I understand. It seems under the procedure, we would be able to appeal to the members of the jury.
To do what exactly?
Appeal to them to change the leaning and reverse their decision. And it says here that if successful, the proceedings of the trial must be resumed.
Make them reverse their decision.
Oh, yes. In times gone by, barristers? Is that what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
barristers.
Barristers would use the summation examination to attempt to influence the jury's decision. But the procedure has become something of a formality with no practical benefit, really. So it rather fell out of use.
Why, I wonder?
Because it was devoid of purpose. Changing just one member of the jury's mind will be hard enough, let alone several. No self-respecting defense barrister would even assert his right to try in this day and age.
Still, I don't see any mention of the procedure actually being formally revoked.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that, although it may be antique and largely forgotten, it isn't yet extinct. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
A summation examination. Our last possible option. To assert our right to carry it out or admit defeat. Oh shit, it's almost time. Do we assert our right or do we admit defeat? I guess we'll know after the break or something. Something like that. So it's like almost 8 p.m. by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
I think we should probably just like pause it here then, since
yeah. Find out next week on Ace Attorney.
I did say this was probably gonna be a shorter stream. Unfortunately, Al has to go at this time, so
He must get away.
yeah. Unfortunately,
Disappear, as they'd say.
yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to have the full crew again the next time we do this. So yeah.
Not too many voices that we're both have to do.
Yeah. That too. There's a lot of characters in this. There's usually kind of like a lot of characters in Phoenix, right? But now it's like, oh, now you get to cross-examine multiple witnesses, and there's also multiple jurors this time around. So like in this case alone, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 14 characters. 15 if we count the guy at the start. Strongheart. Yeah. So, yeah. That's a lot of people. We're definitely gonna have a better we're definitely gonna have a better time with this when we get the whole crew back. So yeah. Anyways, with that said, I am going to wait, did I do the Oh, I might have forgot some stuff.
Oh?
I think the VOD here is gonna be muted. Fortunately, I recorded it, so it's gonna be fine. The YouTube version should have its audio.
That's good, at least.
Yeah, that's good. Anyways, oh, I should upload some of the stuff, some of the VODs to YouTube soon as well. So I guess look forward to see those if you've missed some of our previous recordings. So yeah, anyways, on that note, I guess we'll see each other later then.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye-bye.